Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video we are going to be reviewing Breaking Dawn Part 2, which is the second installment of the Twilight Saga's epic series finale and was a dramatic improvement on its predecessor, which as a movie on its own wasn't that great, but it really set everything up to allow the final installment to be absolutely brilliant. Now, whilst I do feel like they could have pushed it a little bit more, that being said, that final battle sequence was absolutely incredible. It truly delivered and was a true spectacular masterpiece from a cinematography point of view. It was really interesting as well, as this movie was a little bit up in the air as they split the movie into two parts. And as the book franchise is 4 parts and the original movie deal that all of the actors signed was 4 parts as well, and the fact that they split the final movie into 2 parts, it was a little bit of a question mark in terms of everyone's contracts and whether or not everyone would return. But thankfully everyone did agree to the 5th movie and everyone was back, which is absolutely brilliant. And as such, the movie was really strong and cohesive and linked to all of the past movies, which was absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So from a storyline point of view, this movie is really great as it's pretty action-packed. Quite a lot of stuff happens in this movie, very similar to the Eclipse movie, which, like I said before, is really cool as well. So let's break down what happens in this movie. So first up, we have Bella Swan getting used to the fact that she is now a vampire and also a mother, and also seeing the rage in this character really boiling when she finds out that the Jacob character imprinted on her daughter. So all of that transition from Bella the human to Bella the vampire was really interesting. We then jump to the Volturi clan, who find out about Renesmee's existence, and they have been misinformed as they think that Renesmee is an immortal child, meaning that she is a full vampire who are not allowed in the vampire world, as immortal children are uncontrollable and will just kill and feed on everyone, and obviously will allow humans to find out about the existence of vampires. So they are on a mission to kill Renesmee and kill the Cullens as they allowed this to happen. But like I said, obviously they've been misinformed, as Renesmee was born while Bella was a human, so it's a bit of a half-breed of human, half-breed of vampire. Really interesting. This then culminates in a massive battle taking place between all of the Cullens and various other family members from the vampire clan and the werewolves against the Volturi clan, which is just super epic. That sequence, like I said, was absolutely incredible. And then at the end of the movie, you also get a bit of a glimpse into the future, which is really interesting as well. And then we end the movie with the absolutely incredible end credits, where you literally see all of the brilliant actors across the 5 movies having their little moment, which I thought was an absolutely brilliant way to wrap up the entire series, and was really epic as well. So from a storyline point of view, Breaking Dawn Part 2 is actually really incredible. So from a cast and characters point of view, like I said a second ago, it was really great that the contracts are able to allow everyone to come back for this brilliant final movie, as they would have been really difficult and annoying if they had recasted a lot of the roles. But anyway, let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have Kristen Stewart, who returns as the Bella Swan character. And in this movie, she really has got everything that she always ever wanted, namely her relationship with Edward Cullen. She is also fully transformed into a vampire now. She is a mother to the Renesmee character, and she also learns that she's got her own magical vampire ability, which is that she is able to create a shield. And she almost had some kind of this sort of power before, when Edward wasn't able to read her mind. So she was always a bit gifted, even when she was a human being. So she is brilliant as the Bella Swan character. We also have Robert Pattinson, who is returning as the Edward Cullen character. And in this movie, you also learn that he's very knowledgeable of the vampire world, of the different rules, what's allowed, what's not allowed. You can also see his relationships with the different family members within the vampire clan. And he's really protective of his wife and his daughter as well. We then have Taylor Lautner, who is returning as the Jacob character. And he also, as he imprinted on the Renesmee character, he's really possessive and really protective of that character as well. And I really like the dynamical shift that they had with the Jacob character, the Bella character, the Edward character, and now the Renesmee character. I think their little square is really interesting, and you also get to see not only a different side of this character, but the actions that this character takes is also really different as well. We also have Charlie returning in this movie as Bella's father, and it was really interesting having a human also understand and learn all about the supernatural world. And obviously Jacob did this for his own selfish need, as he wanted to prevent the Cullens leaving the Forks area so that he can stay and have a relationship with the Renesmee character. So a little bit of selfish intent in terms of wanting this to happen, but ultimately it meant that Bella and her father were able to stay in this area and continue their relationship as well. We also have Michael Sheen returning as the Aero character, and he is on a bit of a hell-bent mission on wanting to kill the Cullens and the Renesmee characters. He obviously thinks that immortal children are not allowed, and I really like the perspective, growth and shift that this character has throughout this movie as well. We then have Alice, who is able to tell the future, and she was absolutely imperative in literally saving the day and preventing a lot of bloodshed happening. So I feel like a lot of people should be grateful to the Alice character from this different world. And then finally, like I said before, there are loads of different vampire clans and families in this movie, and it's really, really great to see the expansion of all of the different vampires outside of the Cullens and outside of Victoria as well. So from a casting characters point of view, it was absolutely brilliant in Breaking Dawn Part 2. So from a visuals point of view, this movie looked absolutely incredible. All of the locations that these characters go to are really, really great. And like I said before, and like I keep saying, that final battle sequence was truly epic. Whilst I do feel like they could have pushed it a little bit more, they definitely got the bang for their buck in that sequence, as it looked truly spectacular and was just brilliant cinematography in that sequence. Like I said before, there are loads of new vampires as well entering this foray, and all of their different powers are absolutely incredible as well. I really like the fact that each different vampire has a different ability, and all of that was really showcased brilliantly in this movie. And like I said before as well, that final credit sequence where you get to see all of the characters that have been featured in this 5-part epic movie sequence and franchise was absolutely brilliant as well. So from a visuals point of view, Breaking Dawn is really, really strong. So from a comparison point of view, I think Breaking Dawn Part 2 is a really epic and brilliant ending to this franchise, and I really like the fact that there were kind of two endings in this movie, the Final Battle Sequence 1 and Final Battle Sequence 2, which I thought was really, really interesting. And so from a comparison point of view, whilst I really liked Eclipse, I thought Eclipse was really, really great in terms of its own entity of a movie, in terms of starting on a brand new trend, in terms of having a lot more epic fantasy sequences in that movie, a lot of brilliant sequences between all the different characters, all of the locations and set pieces were really brilliant. But because that final battle was just so epic, I'm going to put Breaking Dawn Part 2 and Eclipse on the same level. So overall, I have to say Breaking Dawn Part 2 was a brilliant and fitting end to this 5-part series movie franchise. It ended the series in a really brilliant way, and from a box office point of view, it was the most successful movie out of all 5 of them. I thought the visuals were absolutely brilliant. I thought the fact that they brought all of the cast and characters back was really, really great. And I just thought it wrapped the whole series and really bookended it in a really, really brilliant, really nice and suitable way as well. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Breaking Dawn Part 2 a solid 7 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.